What's going on, people? I want to talk about Wendy Williams finally filing for divorce from husband Kelvin Hunter after being together for 22 years. Okay. Now, I actually was going to put this on the JDB TV channel. Make sure y'all go subscribe there. But in concurrence with the other videos I have done about Wendy Williams, I'm deciding to put it here as just a cap off of all of the times I've spoken about her on this particular topic. But make sure you go and subscribe to JDB TV. All right. Now, according to page 6, it's a wrap. After persistent cheating rumors and breakup buzz, it's over for Wendy Williams and Kelvin Hunter. The talk show host is divorcing her husband of nearly 22 years, Williams' attorney confirmed to page 6 Thursday. A source told us that Williams, who filed in Essex County, New Jersey, served Hunter with divorce papers at 6:30 a.m. You know, this guy, Kelvin, he's been living his life, not really caring. You know, he taking photos with the side piece, and the side piece just gave birth. And, you know, I think that humiliation was just over the top. But could it have happened to a better person? Look, I'm just adding some humor, fam. Just adding some humor. The split comes amid renewed rumors that Hunter has been cheating on Williams, who's 54, with a woman named Sharina Hudson, who gave birth to a baby suspected to be Hunter's last month. The divorce news comes after Williams notably flaunted her lack of a wedding band early Thursday on her hairstylist and makeup artist's social media. Rumors of infidelity have plagued the couple for a few years. Though Williams never confirmed them, she vaguely addressed her marital woes on her show earlier this year, cryptically telling viewers after she returned from a 2-month hiatus that her wedding ring would always stay on her hand. Statement there. Let me just say this, man, about Wendy. You know, Wendy has gotten under the skin of a lot of people. She's spoken on the relationships of a lot of people. Okay. When she has had issues, especially recently herself, there's, I believe, a video going around of Wendy being, partying with her husband's side piece. I don't know if he was her side piece at that particular time, but they were together in that particular video, which means that she was very aware of this woman and maybe allowed Kelvin to do his thing as long as it wasn't public. And I think as soon as Kelvin started to be more bolder, I think that's when she was ready to walk away. And once again, this proves that women file most of the divorces. So statement there. However, her ring apparently did go somewhere on March 25th upon leaving the sober living facility where she has been staying after receiving help for addiction in Florida, though she previously told viewers she was seeking treatment for her Graves' disease. The morning show host was spotted without her flashy jewelry. She appeared to put it back on to tape her show later that day, but an insider had told us it wasn't her real ring. So we can all tell that the things that she has done has been for show, to present herself as a married woman, who runs a daytime show, a morning show. And she did not want to appear weak. She did not want to appear that there were cracks in the armor, but there have been cracks in it for a long time now. I think she was in denial. Kelvin was living a double life that she was cool with because the side piece was living right down the street. Let's see. Infidelity wasn't the only rumor to swirl about Williams and Hunter's marriage. Sources previously told the Post that Hunter's alleged abusive behavior ultimately led to the unraveling that prompted Williams to relapse. She would hide in the bathroom and tell me to knock on the door when he left the office so she wouldn't have to see him. Wow. An intern from Williams' former radio show told the Post, adding it was common for Hunter to pull Williams into a private room for staff to hear them fighting. You'd hear slaps or some type of tussling going on, said the intern. Whoa. You see, be as messy as Wendy Williams is on her show, I never would think that it would be a good idea for a guy to be going upside some chick's face, man. That's not me, and I wouldn't condone any guy doing that, because that gets you in a whole lot of trouble. But I will say this though, if there was some type of abuse, she never called the police. She never filed any reports. So we can only go off of what people heard or what they thought. There's never been any reports filed, so I can't really go along with that. But I have heard of this going on for quite some time. And Wendy has stayed with it because, once again, and I think I've said this previously, she is reliant on him. She's very reliant on him. I don't think Wendy has any friends like that. I don't think she has any family that really cares about her like that. Kelvin was the only guy who was there for her and her son. But other than that, I don't think she has anybody. Williams has been open about her past addiction to cocaine and crack. Friends of Williams have publicly expressed concern for her and her poor health as she remained in a seemingly tumultuous marriage with longtime pal Paul Porter, previously telling the Post that divorce was her only hope. Porter, who said he's talked with Williams 100 times in the past 2 years, said Williams' husband, the executive producer of the Wendy Williams Show, is a control freak and a terror. Former friend Charlamagne the God expressed concern on his radio show, The Breakfast Club, saying Hunter was sucking the life out of Williams. He also admitted he introduced Hunter to his alleged mistress 10 years ago, but it was solely for business purposes. Yeah, that seemingly worked out, didn't it? For business purposes. Just because I introduce you to someone doesn't mean 10 years later you need to be in a picture with them showing all your teeth and her throwing up duck lips and a peace sign, Charlamagne said. Williams and Hunter met at a skating rink in 1994, tied the knot 3 years later, and welcomed their son, 19-year-old Kelvin Jr., in 2000. Wow, the year 2000 was 19 years ago? Jeez. Well, you talk about dysfunction. You talk about a sad situation. Say whatever you want about Wendy Williams. She's controversial. She talks a lot of mess about people. That was her job. I mean, I've seen YouTubers do that. You got messy YouTubers. Some of them are getting sued. But be that as it may, man. She's built her career off drama. And, how fitting that her personal life would mirror her job. And it does. Her personal life mirrors her job to the point to where now she's in a situation where her now soon to be ex-husband is messing around with this woman for over 10 years. So this dude was in 2 separate relationships. He's a long-term guy. But you got this guy, Kelvin, man. He been with Wendy for over 20 years. He had a side piece for over 10 years. We know this guy, he's long-term. Like if you're his side piece or you're in a relationship, it's going to be long-term. But I think he was in it because he understands financially there's gain there. Now, I said this in my previous video about Wendy Williams breaking down. I said that, if one of the reasons why I thought that she wasn't going to divorce him was because, he would probably get a substantial amount of spousal support or walk away money, from the marriage because he's basically her manager, executive producer on her show. He could say that she's made way more money than him in the marriage, which will be true because she does make more money. So I think that's also one of the reasons I feel that she has held back from getting this marriage done away with too. Not only that, I think that she has a fear or she had a fear that he would then go and get with this other female, marry her, and then start a life with her. And I think that was also in her mind, because women don't like to lose the men that they're with to other women. You know, they expect the guy that they're with to be single forever. They don't expect them to get in no more relationships. They don't expect them to fall in love again or to get married again. They just expect those guys to just be single forever, you know. And I also think that played a part into it. And also, I think that mentally, her psyche would not allow him to go away, because I think she feels like she needs Kelvin. You know, she feels like she needs Kelvin, which she really didn't. What she needed to do was get herself together, get around people that actually care about you, because it's obviously very, very plainly clear that nobody really cares about Wendy like that. Nobody was really giving her good advice. The people that did give her good advice, she stopped talking to them, like Charlemagne. So if she truly had friends around her, they weren't giving her the advice she wanted to hear, because it seemed like anybody that was giving her good advice, she didn't want to be around them. She did not have them around her. So that's all I have to say. Y'all let me know in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.